Have you ever been lured into a situation that made your skin crawl with fear? Picture a group of teenagers as unsuspecting as they come, with lives as ordinary as yours or mine. Among them there's a jock, a bookworm, a class clown, and the quiet one who always sits at the back of the class. Their lives are filled with the usual teenage fair school, parties, and the occasional heartbreak. But one day, something unusual happens. A cryptic invitation arrives beckoning them to an abandoned building at the edge of town. The letter, devoid of a sender's name, is imbued with an aura of mystery that makes it impossible to ignore. The chilling words stir a strange curiosity within them, a morbid fascination that leads to a unanimous decision. They will heed this call, they will embark on this adventure. Unbeknownst to them, this decision would plunge them into a nightmare they would never forget. An abandoned building, a place where silence whispers tales of the past, but what if those tales were not just stories? As the group of eager teenagers approached the forsaken structure, the air grew thick with an unsettling stillness. The building loomed ominously, a monolith of forgotten times, its shattered windows staring blankly like a skull's empty sockets. A chilling wind swept through the derelict site, carrying with it a symphony of strange noises that seemed to echo from within the building's hollow core. A sense of anticipation prickled the air as they neared, their initial enthusiasm slowly morphing into a nagging apprehension. As they stepped over the threshold, the heavy, stale air of the building welcomed them, wrapping around them like a cold, spectral shroud. The silence within was deafening, broken only by the occasional drip of water from a leaky pipe, amplifying the eerie ambience. The darkness inside was almost palpable, swallowing the weak rays of sunlight that dared to creep in through the broken windows. The building seemed to breathe around them, an inexplicable presence making itself known. The very walls whispered of forgotten tales and unseen horrors, each crack and crevice holding a secret of its own. As they ventured deeper, the building's chilling embrace tightened. Each creaking floorboard, each rustling of the wind seemed to be a warning. A sense of dread began to creep over them, their footsteps echoing ominously as they delved further into the darkness. As they ventured deeper into the darkness, a sense of dread began to creep over them. What happens when an adventurous exploration turns into a horrifying encounter? In the heart of an abandoned building, a group of unsuspecting teenagers found themselves face to face with their worst nightmare. A maniac, lurking in the shadows, lay in wait for the perfect moment to strike. And strike he did. Suddenly and savagely, the maniac lunged at the group. Panic erupted as the once quiet building filled with screams and the thunderous thud of fleeing footsteps. Every corner turned into a potential trap, every shadow a menacing threat. The teenagers scattered, each one desperately trying to escape the maniac's relentless pursuit. The building, once an exciting symbol of their curiosity, had transformed into a maze of terror. Fear gripped their hearts, each beat a stark reminder of the deadly game of cat and mouse they were ensnared in. But the teenagers were not ready to give up. They fought, they ran, they hid. Their survival instincts kicked in, spurring them on, even as the maniac pursued them with an unyielding determination. Every second was a testament to their struggle for survival, their refusal to become victims in this horrifying encounter. Each breath they took became a silent pledge to fight, to survive, to escape. In the face of death, their fight for life had just begun. When the sun rose, it shone upon a scene of sheer horror. But what had become of our group of teenagers? In the harsh light of day, the remnants of the previous night's terror were all too real. Those who survived were forever marked, their lives irrevocably altered by the traumatic event. The identity and motives of the maniac remained shrouded in mystery, leaving a chilling sense of unease. The community was left reeling, struggling to comprehend the horror that had unfolded in their midst. A lengthy investigation ensued, but despite their best efforts, the authorities could provide no clear answers. The haunting legacy of the abandoned building and its maniacal attacker lingered long after. It became a grim tale whispered in hushed tones, a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places. In the end, the chilling tale of the abandoned building and the maniac serves as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places.